Hey, hey y'all, this is Rodney Watson. I'm running against Jimmy Stevens for the District 3 County Commission seat. I'll make a quick post here, hopefully. It won't be too lengthy. Hey, we've gone through a little time here, a few weeks here, going back and forth on Facebook and going out in the community, talking to some people and getting some private messages back from some people in the community. And I've made some videos and had some heated discussions with some of you. Gone back and forth with people. Been told I shouldn't be on Facebook. Been told I shouldn't take people's word in the community for what's went on. I ought to take what they say and then go ask a political official or some political authority and get the full story before I make a video. And what these people didn't know that was telling me how I should and shouldn't do, and even the people that was telling me when I made the videos, they was saying that I was lying. And I was just simply saying what people in the community had told me and was just trying to find out a little bit more, just get more information from the community. They didn't know I was testing a theory that I had read in a book about the way the world works. It's an old book from, I think, the 80s or earlier. And what that book says in theory is that, let's just take your news media for a minute, for an example, and we'll talk about them in a minute. The news media, everything you see on Channel 6 News or Channel 13, whatever you watch, or CNN, they get that story from the community, okay? And then they take that story and they tweak it and they run it through their filter, and then, we get it from the TV after it's went through their filter, okay? Well, the politicians also get that news the same way me and you do. They don't get it directly from the community. Well, I got my story straight from the community. And I come back here tonight and I went over everything that I've been told. And according to what this book was telling me, that you need to get your information from the community as a politician. And everything District 3 people told me was 100% accurate. Nobody lied to me that told me the complaints, the private messages, from your McCalla ballpark deal to the storm shelter at the Concord High School to trash on the side of the road. When people complain to me about their experience that they've had with the county commission and other things in Jefferson County, they were 100% accurate. They may have just gave me a piece and somebody else had to give me another piece, and then I had to put them together, or I had to get more information. But everything that we talked about on Facebook and that people told me out there in the community, in the stores, was 100% accurate. I got the news about what I told y'all from the community. I got it from the same people that Channel 6 would have had to get it from if they wanted to do a story on that. I just didn't run it through a filter. Okay? That's what the book said. That's what I tested. And the stories was 100% accurate. All the people that said I was lying and said I should have verified the information before I said anything, everybody that was just hounding me, and I got an argument with some of them, they were the ones lying. I've kept up with what I've been told, and I kept up with the final story when it shook out. And it doesn't matter what story I've been told, when the final story come out, the little pieces that I was told from people was 100% accurate. They did have to be put together. That's because I was in the community. Now, the point in all this tonight is this. The book says, as a politician, you need to be out in the community talking to people if you want to know what's going on. You can't just watch the news. Most of you politicians just want to watch the news. That's where they get their information from. Or they get their information from people that might have talked to somebody, but if it's an assistant that's been out talking to the community, that assistant's not going to come back and say, well, Mr. Commissioner, Mr. So-and-so down the road down there said you was the sorriest dog that's ever walked up the road. He's not going to say that. His assistant is going to filter that. But the politician that you never see, that never talks to you, and is never available, cannot properly represent you. It doesn't matter if it's a county commissioner, a state representative, even to some extent your governor. So they need to get out and talk to the people. They don't just need to go to some kind of dinner party and talk to people. They don't need to always have some kind of assistant filtering their information. They need to be out talking to people. Of course, like the governor, they can't be as accessible as I can be. But they can be a whole lot more accessible than what they're being in the community. They're afraid to get out and talk to people. They're afraid that you'll see the real them. You know, I've had a man tell me that don't go talk to the people on Facebook. You know, you got to sort of keep up an image. And I've told you from the very front, front of this thing, front end of this campaign, I wanted you to know who I was. Well, I have inhibition just like everybody else, but I was testing a theory. And let me tell you this. This is going to be my first campaign promise. I'm going to be in your community. I thought somebody was coming downstairs. I'm going to be in your community. It's not going to be unusual for you to see me at the store and for me to know you by name after I meet you 2 or 3 times. A lot of you know me already. I'm going to make it a point to be out in the community and letting you know who I am. Am I going to be in Concord every day? No. I've got to do some work at the courthouse. But I'm going to make it a point to make regular trips through District 3, all the way from Mount Olive, all the way down to McCalla and around Shades Crest Road, all the way down to the river. I'm going to be in some stores on a regular basis talking to people, saying, hey, what's going on? What have y'all heard? Is everything all right down here? That's the kind of commissioner I'm going to be. That's my first political promise to you. I'm going to be in the community. I'm going to know what's going on. And it's not going to be information filtered through my assistant or through the news media. I want you to remember me on June 5th. I'll tell you this, if you don't ever see your current commissioner, he can't know what's going on in the community. You shouldn't have to go pay a fee to see your elected representatives. I don't care if it's the governor. Every now and then, will everybody get to see the governor? No. But people ought to know, hey, the governor was down at the mall the other day talking to people. You don't ever hear that. But these politicians, they get themselves so high up in rank that they feel like they don't have to talk to the people. I'm not going to be that kind of commissioner. I'm going to be out talking to you. There ain't no telling where you liable to see me. I see this as a job, just an employee for the people. Y'all remember me June 5th? If you want a county commissioner that's going to get the news straight from you and know what's going on, and it won't take long. We'll get these problems straightened out because I'll be hearing about them and I'll be in the community and they're going to matter to me. Remember me June 5th? I got to beat Jimmy Stevens at the Republican primary, and I'm going to be a different kind of commissioner. Thank you.